So we are about halfway through the course, and I'd like to take a little break, something that will relax our mind and possibly help us generate even more ideas and even more power in the things we find. And this particular small session is going to be called Performance Enhancing Strategies. So performance enhancing strategies are a small strategy that helps your brain relax and become even more powerful. They can be categorized in basically three big structure. The first one would be this sort of video and audio stimuli that puts you in a very good shape, very good mood, and where you can achieve more thanks to them. So some people like to listen to very specific music tracks. If you go running, for instance, when you run, you have some sort of music that will push you to do more all the time. When we use our brain, we do exactly the same thing. We can use performance enhancing strategies. So watching a video, a specific type of video, listening to a very powerful audio track would help you. For instance, if you want to feel very confident, you can expose yourself to the color red. The red color has a very powerful effect on the brain where you feel confident and you push much more. For generating ideas in general, we would recommend green or blue. Blue or green are very relaxing type of colors that stimulate the mind in the sense where you start to grasp a larger scale. Blue because of the sea and the sky and this immensity, green because of nature and the relaxing power of nature. A second type of performance enhancing strategies are these small routines you can do to actually put yourself in the mood of thinking more. Some people again like to stretch, for instance, physically. They would stretch a bit, that makes them more confident, they take a little break, and thanks to that they are better. Very performing creatives, people who are professionally selling concepts would, for instance, change of room. And changing of room, they would suddenly have other perspective on things that would be a performance enhancing strategies. I've seen teams of creatives who would generate concepts only in certain type of rooms. With high ceiling, for instance, they would have ideas which are very big. And with lower ceilings, they would have more focus on the technicalities, operation of things. So all these routines help you think more. Finally, there is a third one, which is called anchoring. It's helping your mind revolve around one specific anchor. So you would point something and that would help your mind run around it. When I'm using prompting sentences, for instance, that's an anchor for your brain. Your brain will revolve around this particular structure and suddenly think more around that. So let's watch maybe a video that helps me think more. I really like advertising. That's a sector where I feel more comfortable with, and advertising have amazing concept all around the world. This particular video I picked is coming from a campaign in Brazil by Hewlett-Packard. And Hewlett-Packard creates these printers, Hewlett-Packard creates various technological devices like computers. And in Brazil, they run a marvelous campaign where they help people who couldn't read and write connect with their family, with their friends, and help them send postcards. So let's watch this video. It lasts for about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. It puts you in a quite emotional and sensitive and empathetic mood. And I think it's very good when you need to talk and find solutions to challenges that involve other human beings. So let's watch the video and you tell me what you think afterwards.
Você já ouviu falar na Copa de Asa, né?
Se não tiver coragem, não é caçador.
Queimei ele, pisei, bem pisado, fiz um pó assim. E todo dia eu fazia um chá e dava pra ele beber.
Bem-vindo! Agora comece a falar o que você quer escrever.
Quanto tempo faz que a gente não joga aqui carteado?
Ganhei mais uma netinha agora.
Eu queria abraçar o mundo inteiro para ter certeza nesse momento que estaria te abraçando. Te amo.
Eu sinto saudades, Zé.
Ganhei mais uma netinha agora.
Eu queria abraçar o mundo inteiro para ter certeza nesse momento que estaria te abraçando.
O projeto transformou histórias de 30 desses brasileiros em livros.
Só que com a ajuda da tecnologia.
Essa é a minha história. Fora as outras coisas que eu não contei nem conto.
Incredible case study, right? So it's the story about the whole campaign that took place in Brazil. I love it. It puts me in a very, very positive and human, empathetic mode. So I usually use this particular case study when I need to generate concepts that will help people. What I recommend to do just after watching one of these performance enhancing strategies is to redo a brainstorming on the very same question you were trying to solve and add 1 minute of very powerful brainstorming. So thanks to that particular 1 minute, you might discover the 2 or 3 additional ideas that will help you map a lot of different solutions. As I said, some people prefer to put music tracks. So pick up the track that puts you in a very good mood, in a very energetic mood eventually. Or stare at a color, stare at something red, as I said, if you want to have a very self-confident process afterward, or look at green and blue if you want more powerful ideas that encompass a very large scale. I talked about anchoring as well. Anchoring is done in marketing in particular with the use of a certain type of anchors. And one of them is called personas. So personas are people that we represent in terms of images, and we try to actually find something into that person that would help us think more about a similar group of people. I picked up one picture of Stella. Stella, she's 28 years old. She's living in northern Italy. She has immigrant parents. She's the 2nd generation in the country, and she studied a master in sustainable tourism. So tourism for green purposes that doesn't harm the planet and the region where she is. She's been studying in London before, made an Erasmus exchange program. She speaks a very good English. She has a lot of international friends, and she decided to come back to her native region in northern Italy. And Stella really wants to create her first company, but she doesn't know much about how to do that. She just knows she wants to do something in sustainable tourism. She might not have the financing already, but she has some sort of idea. She wants to create something that will have a lot of people coming in from all around the world, where they could spend a week or 2 weeks in contact with nature, understand how local producers are doing amazing food in northern Italy. She really wants to transform the region by her action. By describing what Stella does, and Stella doesn't exist. Stella is actually a picture from a photo stock database. You're helping yourself and your brain revolve around a target group, the potential customers you might have, the potential people that helps you set up your own business if you're setting up a business. That's a particular anchor in your mind now. By using these personas, you're helping your brain think more deeply into one specific type of people. So that's it for performance enhancing strategies. You might have your own performance enhancing strategies. Think about all the things you do that puts you in a very good or powerful mode. Some people, as I said, very much like stretching. There are positions of power, if you know what it is. People would stand very strongly for a couple of seconds before delivering a talk, for instance. That puts you in a position of power, so you feel confident, so you will try things maybe more powerfully. I really recommend following at least one performance enhancing strategy when you want to go higher, deeper, longer, and really help your brain achieve that.